All right. Good evening. We're in Parashat Lech Lecha. So the Torah tells us, Vayomer Hashem and Avraham, Hashem says to Avraham, Lech Lecha, you should leave. Go for yourself, me'artzecha, from your land, u'mimoladatecha, from your birthplace, u'mibet avicha, and from the house of your father. E ha'aretz asher ar'eka, to the land that I will show you. So we know that this story is taking place when Abraham Avinu was 75 years old, Shimon. Right? This is already after the story of Ur Kasdim, when Abraham Avinu was thrown into the fire. The Midrash tells us that Abraham Avinu, when he was a younger man, his father asked him, we all know the Midrash, to watch his idol shop. His father was a very wealthy man, his name was Terach. And Abraham was in charge. So one day someone comes in, 50 or 60 years old, the Midrash says, and says, no, ¿cuánto tú quieres? How much you want for this one? He says, this one? He says, how old are you? The guy says, I'm 50 years old. He says, isn't it a chaval? 50 years old, you're buying something that was made today, manufactured today, what is that? It's going to protect you? The guy felt embarrassed, he left. A lady came in with her, his father is a genius, Terach. He used to say, come, bring sacrifices to the idols, and you got to bring a nice, I don't know what,
money,
tax, I don't know what, a fee.
gold.
So that's what they would do. The lady came, she's like, here, take my minha, my korban, my sacrifice, and here's a prize for you. So she brings her plate, and what Abraham Avinu did, he says, Hazaku Baruch. He took all the idols, he smashed them, he took the bat, he put it into the hands of the biggest one. So we all know the story. His father came, and his father's like, no, Maseh, what happened over here? He says, you'll never believe it. The lady came, she brought the mincha to everyone, and what happens is when they took from, meaning that the idol started to fight, she brought it for me. No, she brought it for me. So they started to fight until the big idol got up. He says, silence! And he just wiped them all out. He wanted the mincha. So the father, upon hearing this, says, what do you think? You're making jokes over here? These idols are good for nothing. What are you doing? He says, oh, look, listen to what you're saying. You yourself said the idols are good for nothing. But we know that sometimes the Ramchal says, our hearts, we desire stuff. So I guess his father wasn't ready to accept the truth. He said it himself. And his son said, look, you admitted that these idols are worthless. Couldn't give it up. Why? He was making too much from it. There was a Yetzer Hara attached to it. He couldn't give it up. So our parasha is starting after this whole story of Ur Kasdim. We know that Abraham Avinu was then thrown into a fire and he came out alive. So in this week he's 75 years old. Hashem is telling him, Lech Lecha, go for you. We explained already, what does it mean, go for you? When you do something good for Hashem, who gets the benefit? You get the benefit. It's good for you. It's for no one else. Lech Lecha, go for you. It's like our parents, when we were younger, they said, get an education, do well in life. Why? Not for me, for you. It's for your own good. Don't think that when you put on tefillin or you wear a long skirt, that you're doing a favor to Hashem. In truth, you're doing the favor only to yourself. So there's a hint in this pasuk, Lech Lecha. The gematria of the word Lech is 50. The gematria of the word Lecha is 50, the numerical value. You add them together. Hashem is hinting to him, when you become 100 years old, then I will give you all. I will give you your children, etc. How old was Abraham Avinu when Yitzchak was born? He was 100 years old. So Lech Lecha. Then Hashem promises him, I will make you a great nation. Abraham, if you listen to me, I will make you a great nation. And I will bless you. I will make your name great. And you will be a blessing. Now we explain, what does this mean? First of all, Rashi explains 3 blessings. Number 1, I will make you a great nation. You will multiply, be fruitful and multiply. I will bless you. What does it mean, I will bless you? So we have Kohanim, they bless the nation. They say, Yevarechecha Hashem beishmerecha. The word Yevarechecha, if you look in the commentary, it's Yevarechecha b'mamon. Monetarily, Hashem will bless you. So Hashem says, I will make you a great nation. I will bless you monetarily. Va'agadla shimcha. And I will make your name great. Why these 3 things? Rashi says, Lefi shehaderech goremet lishlosha devarim. Since taking long journeys cause 3 things. Number 1, mema'etet priya urviya. It lessens a person. Today, you want to take a flight to Israel. We said already, 10 hours there, 12 and a half. How was it? 12 and a half hours there? 12 hours there.
10 hours there, 12 hours back.
12 hours back, fine. So what happens is, you want to take a flight today, move your whole family, no problem. You go on a website, they give you scholarships and sponsorships and all that. Come to Israel, come to a different land. In Abraham Avinu's day, you wanted to move, forget about it. You got to get your camels, your donkeys, there was no movers. You pay them $500 and move. It was a whole story. 6 months, a year journey. Very difficult in the heat of Eretz Israel. Imagine desert heat. Forget about it. So you weren't able to procreate. There's, a man when he's drained, right? It's not the time for procreation. He's not healthy at that point, right? He's drained from energy. So you can't have children. Number two is your parnasah, your money leaves. You lose a lot of money when you travel, right? Here you could have had a business. Over there you got to start fresh, right? You got to spend all the money on your traveling, right? You got to stop off at hotels or whatever it is, the desert inn. So all these different inyanim, it's a lot of money. And number three is, it makes your name less, smaller. Here you have a reputation. Everybody knows who you are. Yes or no, Shimon?
Right.
Imagine I tell you tomorrow, switch shops. You got to go open up shop in Minnesota somewhere. 10, 20 years you've been in this industry, for example. Done. Who knows who you are already? By the time you go and you build yourself up again, you have everything ready already. You're going to get up and leave. Hashem says, Abraham, up and go. Because you're going to lose three things, I will bless you with these three things. You're going to lose Priya Urviyah. I'm going to give you children. You will be, forget about it, famous. You will have a lot of children, I mean. Number two, your name is small because you leave. Don't worry about your reputation. You will be world renowned. Everybody will know who you are. They will know you as Abraham, Ibrahim, Abraham, every religion, Eddie, whatever, everybody, every cult will know of a man named Abraham. I will make you famous. So that's what it means. And number three, you lose money, right? When you travel, Hashem says, no, I will take care of you. You will be a wealthy man. So once again, you will be a great nation. You will have children. Number two, that what? I will bless you monetarily. You'll be rich. And then you have you will be a blessing. Up until this point, Hashem blessed people. Now who's blessing? Abraham, you will bless. Rashi brings again, he says, you know what else it means? Every day we say Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov. Right? Maybe I should say Elohei. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Right? We don't say them all together. Yesterday I said over a story. Why we don't say them all together. The Gemara says in Baba Batra, I apologize for those who heard it. The Gemara says in Baba Batra, that what? Eliyahu Hanavi once came late to the academy of Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Rabbi Yehuda, the author of our Mishnah, he had an academy and Eliyahu Hanavi showed up late on Rosh Chodesh. So when he was asked, what happened to you today? He says, Mechila. I wasn't able to come on time. Today was Rosh Chodesh. I had to go wake up Abraham Avinu, wash his hands. He needed to pray. Then I tucked him in. I woke up Yitzchak Avinu. I washed his hands. He needed to pray. I tucked him in. He went to sleep. I woke up Yaakov Avinu. I washed his hands. He prayed and then I tucked him in. He went to sleep. He says, what is this? Why don't you wake them all three together, wash their hands, and that's it. Finished. You pray quick musaf and come to shul on time. He says, no, I can't do this. If I wake them all up together, Mashiach will come. He says, what? He says, Yesh kmotam ba'olam. Is there anybody like them in the world? He says, Ken, there is. Rabbi Chiyahu banav, Rabbi Chiya and his sons, they have such a power. A father and two sons, that they have the power of Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. If three of them pray together, Mashiach will come. What happens? Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, he announced a fast. He says, tomorrow it's going to be a fast day. He announced a fast day. Now during fast days, the halakha says the chazan goes up, the guy who goes to read, and you have one man to his right and one man to his left. What happens is, one to his right and one to his left, he says, Rabbi Chia, you go up, and your son should go on one side and the other son on the other side. They started to pray. They said, Mashiv haruach. And what happened? All of a sudden, stormy wind started to go forth. Umorida geshem, and he brings down rain. And what happens is, buckets started pouring down from the heavens. What happens is, when in heaven they found out, they said, no, who revealed such a secret? Who did it? He says, Eliyahu revealed it. What happened? Eliyahu revealed it. They gave him shitin pulse denura. They gave him 60 lashes of fire. Eliyahu Hanavi got. Now we explained yesterday why 60 of fire. In this world, the Maharsha says, in this world, how old is a child? Lashes come in sets of 3. We have to know that. If a man is guilty of, let's say, 21 lashes, they give him all 21 lashes. If he's capable of taking 18, they give him 18. If he's capable of 19, they give him 18 as well. Has to be in increments of 3. Now why 39? because the earliest punishable age in this world is when a child is bar mitzvah 13 years old. 13 on 3 gives you 39. But in the next world, they don't punish you until you become 20 years old. 20 on 3 gives you 60. That's what they gave Eliyahu Navi, 60 lashes of fire. In the next world, the lashes, they're not a joke. So, that's why, we say every day, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. We don't say Elokei Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. You don't say them together. Why? Because maybe if you say them together, that zichut you will arouse, and you will bring Mashiach before its time. So, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. Alright? So, V'heyeh Beracha, you will be a blessing. You know what it means you will be a blessing? When you finish, you say, Baruch Ata Hashem Magen Abraham. Abraham Avinu gets the blessing. V'heyeh Beracha. Another thing, Abraham, you will get the power of blessing. And you have to know that it's not just Abraham, it's any Jew gets the power of blessing. He could be even a woman, a man, it doesn't matter. A child could bless. Even the bracha, the hediot, a simpleton could give you a blessing. Don't take it lightly, the Gemara says. Blessings have a tremendous power. There was a girl, she had a play in her school, and her mother was very sick. What happens is she's crying outside. There was a holy rabbi who was walking by her street, and he says to the girl, why are you crying? She says, because tomorrow I have a play and my mother is very sick. She can't come to the play, she can't watch it. So the rabbi told her, she's like, can you please give my mother a blessing? That she should heal and she should come to my play. The rabbi gave the girl a bracha. I give you a bracha. Your mother shouldn't just heal to see your play. She should live long enough. She should live to see your wedding even. Fine. The next day the mother miraculously felt better. The daughter was happy that her mother came with her to the play. Years passed. The girl is 18, 19, 20. It's time to get married. Her mother tells her, no, Johnny Onesh, it's time to get married. What happens is, this guy's too tall, this guy's too short. It happens, in our generation, unfortunately, we have a shidduch crisis. Nobody's good enough. He's too tall, she's too short. He's like this, she's like that. It's always an issue. What advice do we give? Cut out the trimmings, so to speak. Not the trimmings, but you know what I'm saying? Make a smaller list a little bit. A little bit. Don't be so picky. But this is not a shidduch class. So what happens is the girl is 21, 22, 23. She's not married. Her mother's like, listen, you got to get married already. You're 23. Her younger sister was 21. She says, all right, let your sister get married. Her sister got married. Her brother got married. Her sister got married. Her brother got married. 7 siblings, all of them got married. The girl is 30 years old. Not married. She goes on a shidduch. She says, all right, mom, I'm getting married. They set the wedding date. They got married. After the 7 days of happiness, Sheva Brachot, what happens? The mother, Chas v'Shalom, the mother, she passed. So the girl, she came to the cemetery, and she said to her mother, listen, mom, I want to ask you for forgiveness. All this time I didn't get married. I caused you tremendous tsar, tremendous anguish. But I knew, she said, that years ago the rabbi gave me a blessing. The rabbi's blessing was, you should live even to see my wedding. And I knew the rabbi's words weren't stam. They weren't just by chance. I knew that Hashem would say amen to the rabbi's blessing. And He would extend your life so much that you would see my wedding. But I wanted that you should also see my siblings' weddings. So I didn't get married until each and every sibling got married. And only then I got married. And then her mother's time came. Hashem says, you will be the source of blessing, Avraham Avinu. You know, when a man is a tzaddik, if you go somewhere, the bracha comes with you. That's the power that Hashem gave the Jewish people. The Torah continues and says that Avraham Avinu takes Hashem's word and he says, you know what, I'm leaving. He got up, excuse me, he took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot and all the properties and all the nefesh asher asu b'Haran, all the souls that they created in Haran. What does it mean Avraham Avinu made souls? All the souls they made in Haran, you know what it means? From the time Avraham Avinu was 52 years old, the Gemara in Avodah Zarah says he started going to people in Kiruv. He used to say, listen, what are you living for? Come, I'll show you what monotheism is, what Hashem is, emunah, bitachon, love, happiness. I'll show you what our religion is about. And Avraham Avinu started bringing people in. That's what the Torah says. All of them went with Avraham Avinu. Where your rabbi goes, you go. That's what it is. You can't go to a place where your rabbi is not there. King Solomon didn't make mistakes all the while his Rebbe was alive. When his Rebbe wasn't alive, boom, made a mistake. But check out the next pasuk. ויצאו ללכת ארצה כנען, and they went, they traveled to go to the land of Canaan, ויבואו ארצה כנען, and they came to the land of Canaan. Can somebody explain to me this pasuk? And they went in the direction of Canaan, and they came to Canaan. Why is Hashem writing this to me in the Torah? You know what the message is? The message is, a lot of times in life, you say, this year I'm going to be like this, I'm going to be like that. You take upon yourself certain things. And as you go through the year, what happens? No? What happens as you go through the year? You lose track of your goals. You lose track of where you were. Abraham Avinu wasn't like that. He took upon himself a goal to go to Canaan, and the Torah tells you he went and he got there. He didn't stop midway. He went all the way. Hashem, I'm going to pray Shacharit. I'm going to pray all the way. I'm not going to do it halfway. Abraham Avinu was such a man. Goal-oriented. He said, I'm going to Canaan. He went all the way to Canaan. That's what the Torah writes out. And he set to go to Canaan, and he got to Canaan. We have to keep this in mind. The Torah says that Hashem's eyes is on Israel. Mereshit hashana ad acharit shana. From the beginning of the year to the end of year. What do you mean, the year? Say the year. Ad acharit hashana. No, beginning of the year to the end of year. You know why? Because in the beginning of the year, Hashem, I'm going to be good. I'm going to pray. I'm going to learn. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like that. They make promises to Hashem. Right? It's Hashana. It's going to be the year. What happens at the end? Shana, another year. That's what it is. So Abraham Avinu is teaching us, no. Don't be a Shana guy. You set goals to yourself, write them down. A study was made from the people in Harvard. Right? They had top straight A students, 4.0s. And they took top 10% and they saw that they outscored. In 10 years after graduation, they saw where these guys were, top 10% of everyone else. They didn't even, they weren't even in the same realm. What's going on? They said these guys who were very, very successful, they had goals, they wrote their goals out. It's not just someday I want to be religious, I would like to be, and don't judge me for right now. It's not what it's about. What it's about is I write down my goals. This year I want to accomplish X, Y, and Z. I want to learn how to translate more words in Hebrew. I want to learn how to read the Mishnah Berurah, the Torah, the Gemara, whatever it is, each on his level. Ladies, I want to be more tsanua. I want to pray at least once a day. We have to set goals and we have to write them out. Some people set an alarm on their phone. Every month or two it rings. And they remind themselves, it's been a month. What's my progress? How much did I grow? Am I better as a human being? Am I more kind? Do I help my wife? Do I help my husband? All these things need to be written out. When you write them out, you pay attention to them. So Abraham Avinu is teaching us goal orientation. It's not just you set out to be big. You got to go all the way. Don't stop in the middle. So next, we come to the argument of Lot and Abraham Avinu. Abraham Avinu gets into an argument with Lot. They're shepherds. Get into an argument. So what happens is they get into an argument. Abraham tells him, "Hipared na me'alai, separate from me." Yeah, what does he tell him? Im hasmol, if you go left, ve'emina, and I will go right. Ve'im tamin, and if you go right, ve'im hayamin, and if you go right, v'asmeila, and I will go to the left. What is this? If you go right, I will go left. If you go left, I will go right. This connects us to what the Gemara tells us. That you need to have an outlook of the Torah. You have a rabbi sometimes. The rabbi, even if he tells you what's right is left and what's left is right, listen to him. Why? Because he's looking in the direction of the Torah. When I am facing you this way, this is my right, this is my left. You, if you're facing me the other way, this is your right and this is your left. Right or wrong? It's all about perception. When you come to ask a halachic shayla, a question in halakha, he can tell you it's right, it's wrong, and you'll say, what do you mean? That's right is left, left is right. If you turn into my perception and you see it from the eyes of the Torah, you will see that what I'm telling you is true. That's the message Abraham Avinu is giving Lot. If you go right, I will go left. If you go left, I will go right. Why is Abraham Avinu separating from Lot? Abraham Avinu tells him, Anashim achim anachnu. We are men, we are brothers. What does that mean, we are men, we are brothers? Abraham Avinu and Lot, they looked almost exactly alike. Two drops of water. They looked alike. Very similar. So Abraham Avinu said, listen, you Lot, your shepherds they're going and grazing all over everyone's fields. People are going to think, this is my Abraham? This is the rabbi? His servants are going and giving the flock to eat from everyone else's field. This is thievery. What kind of Judaism is this? What kind of monotheism is this? Abraham Avinu said, I'm going to be a cause to Chilul Hashem, to the desecration of Hashem's name. You know, the Rambam says it's very scary to desecrate Hashem's name. You have to be very, very careful. You're sitting behind somebody in your car. He fell asleep behind the wheel, let's say. Don't sit there and honk 45 minutes. You want to spit outside the window, you have to be very careful. You want to run a red light, people will say, look, this guy's a Jew. Who behaves like this? You have to be very careful not to make a Chilul Hashem. Abraham Avinu says, Anashim achim anachnu, we're brothers. You look like me. If you mess up, people are going to think it's me. It's a Chilul Hashem. And this explains to us the secret. And this week's parasha, Abraham gets a message. It says, Vayavo Apalit, the fugitive came. Who's the fugitive? Lot. Lot runs over. He says, yo, Abraham, your nephew. Lot. Og, the giant comes to Abraham. He says, Abraham, your nephew was taken captive. 4 kings went to war against 5. The 4 are winning the 5. One of the kings' name was Amraphel. They conquered the 5 kings. Your nephew Lot was taken from Las Vegas. I'm kidding, from Sodom. And nothing against Chas v'Shalom. Who knows where we will be watched. But the point is, from Sodom he was captured. What are we going to do? Why did Og do this? He wants that Abraham should go to war and get killed. And what is he going to do? He's going to take Sarah. Sarah is a beautiful woman. So he wants to get married. Og, the giant. Abraham Avinu, it says, he wasn't afraid. What did he do? He got up right away. Vayishma Avraham ki nishba achiv. Abraham heard that his brother was captured. Vayarek et chanichav. He got his yeshiva students ready. Yelidei beto, the ones who were born in his house. Shemona asar u'shlosh meot. 318 people. Vayirdof ad Dan. And he went until Dan. Torah is giving me numbers. 318 people went to wage war against 4 kings. First of all, who in the war? You know what the Midrash says Abraham went to war with? He was throwing dirt, they were throwing arrows. He would throw dirt, the dirt turned into arrows. They were throwing arrows, it would turn into dirt, nothing. It's a nice story. Would any normal person go risk his life to go save someone? I'm saying that this is realistic to go against 4 kings with an army of 318 people. Midrash says it wasn't even 318 people. You look at the gematria of the word Eliezer, what's the gematria? 318. Midrash says he took one guy, Eliezer. Eliezer was a powerful man. He was one of those, This is one Lavan, and in a few weeks we're going to learn about him. He came and he saw Eliezer. He was afraid of him. Eliezer some say was holding up a camel. Wow. So as we were saying, Eliezer was a powerful man. What's Abraham Avinu doing going to war against kings? Well, Abraham, he's an older man already. Going to war against kings? So the answer is, if we look into the pasuk, look at what it says. Vayishma Abraham heard, ki nishba achiv, that his brother was captured. What did we say Anashim Achim mean? We're men, we're brothers. What did brothers mean? We look alike. Oh, over here also. His brother, his look-alike was captured. So what? Who was the one waging war? One of the kings, his name was Amraphel. Who's Amraphel? Amraphel, Rashi says, you know who Amraphel is? Amraphel is none other than a man named Nimrod. Nimrod was the king who threw Abraham into the fire. Nimrod told him, no, bow to me, I am the king of everyone. And Abraham says, you're the king, tomorrow make the sun go instead of from east to west, west to east. He made a mockery out of him. Everyone laughed, said, this guy. Abraham Avinu made a mockery out of Nimrod, he threw him into a fire. What is his name now? The Torah calls him Amraphel. Amar Pel. He said, fall into a fire. Check this out. In the last war, in the last incident, Abraham came out victorious out of the fire. Nimrod said, whoa, this man is a man of God, right? Now Nimrod, he thinks, look who I have here. I just captured myself Abraham. Because he and Lot look exactly the same, right? Abraham didn't age. He had to pray to age, right? That's going to be for next week. But what happens is, he says, this Nimrod, Amraphel, is going to see, he thinks he's captured me. He's going to think Hashem is not involved in the world anymore. You know what, says Abraham? This is a Chilul Hashem. It's a desecration of Hashem's name. Through me will come a desecration. He's going to think he captured the Abraham, the monotheist. He's going to say, I got you. Your God is powerless, God forbid. What does he do, Abraham Avinu? He says, my Hashem is going to take a hit like that because of me? No way. Vayarek et chanichav, he got his yeshiva students together. He says, we're going to wage war. Why are we waging war? We're going to wage war against Chilul Hashem, against those who think Hashem doesn't have a power in the world. We're going to go and we're going to win. And you know what? The Midrash says he won. He was very, very victorious. He was throwing dirt at them and they would turn into arrows. The point is, when you wage war in the name of Hashem, Hashem is right there with you. This is what the Torah tells us. Hashem yilachem lachem va'atem tacharishun. Hashem will wage war for you, and you can rest. You can sit at ease. Hashem will wage the war, Shimon. War is not just physical combat. War comes in many ways. Even your Yetzer Hara. The Gemara says every day he gets up, he wants to kill you, chas v'shalom. Hashem gets up and says, no, not my Shimon. If not for HaKadosh Baruch Hu who helps you, Eino yacholo, you wouldn't be able to win. War is in many ways. You go to business, people try to cheat you. People try to mess you over. This is war also. If you have Hashem on your side and everything you do is included with Hashem, you don't have to be afraid of anyone. Hashem yilachem lachem. Hashem will wage the war for you. Va'atem taharishun. And you could sit back and relax. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.